This September 11 marks the 20th anniversary of the terrorist attacks on the United States, the day and events which began the anguish and grief our many clients have felt at the sudden loss of loved ones and the injuries, permanent injuries, other of our clients continue to endure. As we commemorate September 11, 2001, we are reminded of how our nation bonded and healed in response to the tragedy. People from around the country and around the world will come together again to honor those who were lost that day. We will remember the survivors and those lost, whose memory will forever be enshrined as a blessing. We remember and we will honor those who gave so much and continue to do so in furtherance of the legacies of September 11. Our firm has been honored to work with these families in pursuit of the truth about the terrorist attacks. Over the course of 8 years, we litigated in U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York in Manhattan the causes and consequences of the 9/11 attacks. And we were successful in finding out the specifics of how and why the attacks were able to take place and who among the airlines, airplane manufacturer, and airport security forces bore responsibility for enabling the attacks to take place that fateful day. Those cases were ultimately resolved once we proved who was responsible for the serious security failures that allowed 19 terrorists to commandeer the 4 airplanes and crash them with such monumental consequences. But a significant battle still remains, even 20 years after the events. Our office continues to fight for the truth in implicating Saudi Arabia officials for their support of the terrorists, 15 of whom were Saudi nationals, as was their leader. And there is significant evidence that supports our position. The FBI has that evidence. The Department of Justice does not deny this evidence exists, but the last presidential administration invoked state secret status on this evidence. We seek the truth and believe all Americans deserve to know the truth behind how the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia materially supported the hijackers, so we can appropriately hold the Saudi Kingdom responsible for their illegal and immoral acts. The battle still wages in U.S. federal court, where we seek the facts and justice for the 9/11 victims. We ask President Biden to fulfill his promise and release this secret information to a waiting American public, information which will squarely place responsibility for funding the attacks and providing material support of the terrorists at the doorstep of the Saudi Kingdom and the members of the royal family. Citizens of the United States and the world deserve to know the truth. Those in Saudi Arabia rightly deserve to be held accountable. And with our continued efforts, we will see this through and achieve a further measure of justice for those impacted by the 9/11 terrorist attacks. We look forward to the day we can give America the full picture of the evil forces that arose on and before that fateful day 20 years ago and appropriately hold them accountable for the greatest foreign attack on U.S. soil in our nation's history. Our effort to enlighten the world to the origins of the terrorist attacks of 9/11 and our battle for the truth continues.